The 2022 Route du Rhum started at St Malo, and as expected, the fabulous Ultims blasted off the line to lead at the first mark. Charles Caudalier, sailing Gitana's huge Edmund de Rothschild, led the way. This is their report filed just after the start.
Le jour du départ, mon programme c'est d'aller sur le bateau 2-3 heures avant.
Je pourrais me filer mon sac.
Ce qui est un peu spécial, c'est que ton bateau il est là depuis 15 jours et t'as pas fait de bateau depuis 15 jours et d'un seul coup tu pars en course. Ce qui est important, c'est de retrouver vite ses réflexes et de pas te faire de bêtises sur les premières heures. Je vais aller rejoindre la ligne tranquillement avec l'équipe. David Boileau, le bon capitaine.
Faut que j'essaye, faut que je check le John Fogger.
Franck qui devrait être là, dans la gravière. Et notre électronicien Nicolas Le Gréguer. Ils vont essayer de préparer le bateau le mieux possible pour moi, de hisser les voiles, de vérifier que tout marche. Moi, j'ai essayé de bien intégrer les dernières météos et me concentrer sur les premières minutes de course, la navigation, mais aussi, en situation particulière de la Route du Rhum, les risques liés au fait que ce soit un grand spectacle, qu'il y aura beaucoup de monde sur l'eau.
La lumière, ça va être magnifique.
Ces zones côtières, il y a beaucoup de choix qu'on peut faire en mer tout seul, qu'il faut faire en mer tout seul.
C'est sympa, ouais, j'aime bien. C'est une belle journée. Ça fait longtemps que j'attends d'être là.
L'objectif, c'est d'arriver à Capriel avec un bateau nickel et pouvoir s'évader au large et commencer la partie.
Faut pas faire de bêtises au départ parce qu'il y aura du monde autour pour moi. 1, 2, 3, et on y va.
This is your weekly sailing highlights show, The World on Water for November 11th, 2022. Yesterday afternoon, 138 solo sailors in 6 different classes started on the one line, all at the same time, heading towards the Caribbean, in their epic race across the Atlantic Ocean.
La 12e route du Rhum destination Guadeloupe s'était lancée ce mercredi après
In Australia, the weather forecast is for rain, so a very disappointed land speed team have therefore decided to put Horonuku back in the shed for a couple of weeks to have a break while allowing more time for the surface to dry out in the increasing temperatures.
Pretty brutal to have to put the program, on a temporary hold at the moment, but as you can sort of see behind me here, there's water in the lake, and this year in Australia has been unbelievably wet. The whole sort of central and east coast of Australia has been absolutely hammered, you know, with rain, unprecedented rain. It's broken records, you know, since records are being taken. To pick that sort of couple of months to try and come and do a world wind-powered land speed attempt on a dry lake, you know, you couldn't have picked a worse time, to be honest, but that's life. You know, we've dealt with the weather, you know, for our whole lives, and, you know, with what's happened to, you know, a lot of farms, a lot of houses, you know, a lot of people being displaced, you know, for us, you've got to sort of keep it all into perspective, and it will dry out. We've been up just shy of 160 kilometres an hour on sort of non-idyllic surface, if you like, so we know we can't break records on a damp surface, so we need it to be dry, and we'll certainly be monitoring that very closely in the coming weeks to make sure that we're here ready to go when that surface is prepared for us.
Meanwhile, in Cape Town, the Golden Globe race leaders have arrived, dropped off their media and mail, and are now headed down to the Southern Ocean and the next gate in Tasmania, Australia. Simon and Kirsten were the first in, and here is Don McIntyre of the GGR.
Yeah, this is all good stuff. Simon, untouchable since Cape Finisterre. He's been leading all the way, makes it look really easy. Just to recap, it's a Biscay 36. Really well prepared, very secret process, just keep it simple. It's one of the simplest boats in the fleet, not very modified from original, and you know, just everything about it just simple to save weight and keep it easy to manage and less things to break and repair. We've got a few local boats here that come out to see him as well. We just made it to the line. He's probably about a few hundred metres from the line, and looking very cool. I'm not sure the status of his halyards and stuff, but we'll ask him about that. He's got to do that, and we're yet to see his gash on his leg, and his head doesn't look too dented, you know. So how's it feel? Good to see you. We'll be there with the mic in a minute. How are you feeling?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
Yeah. The big question, the dings and the bings and the bruises and the gouges from going up the mast.
That's the big one. That's all that's left.
It's all repaired now?
Yeah, except for that one, but that's going. All the rest is all pretty much sorted.
Yep.
So I'm going to go and do it again.
Okay. Yeah. So how are you feeling? You know you're first, eh? In front.
Somebody told me out there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what we can tell you is, because we can tell you anything now. You've got Kirsten and Tapio are neck and neck, but they won't be here until Tuesday midday-ish.
Okay.
Okay. So you got a couple of days on that. And then Pat will come in probably a day later, so on the Wednesday afternoon. And then it's Abelish and Damien.
Okay.
Abish, Damien, and actually also Captain Goog, Michael Goog.
Oh,
they're probably another day behind.
Yeah.
Damien's been coming down like crazy, and poor old Abelish got stuck in a hole, lost about 3 days, and everyone just quoted. He was right up there. He was right alongside Tapio, up until 4 or 5 days ago, and he got caught in the centre of a little one and just sat.
Where was that? Because
Oh, sorry, I'm not looking at you. That was. It was only literally 5 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago.
Okay, so it's coming into into the St Helena High.
Yeah, I mean it's all been squashed up. You wouldn't have seen it, but it's squashed up, separated into 2 different sections.
Yeah.
It's not, at one stage it was a huge South Atlantic high, it was perfect, and then it just all got funny. And it's still funny. I mean, there's challenges for everyone. You've been really lucky. Oh, I shouldn't say that. With the weather. With At one stage, it looks like you made a huge boo-boo going north. Kirsten dipped south, and I was predicting, Kirsten might now nail you at Cape Town, but it worked out perfect because the weather just kept
I only went down. I picked up a forecast off a ship.
Yeah.
Who promised me some southwesterlies coming in.
Yeah.
And so I didn't worry about the fact that I was being headed. It was just as I think I was coming out to the St Helena High. I thought, the southwest is coming in. I'll come back up again, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I put in an attack overnight and did 70 miles south.
Yeah.
And got back into the main.
So you've got great skill. You weren't lucky at all.
I haven't a clue what was going on out there.
I know, that's part of the deal, eh?
Yeah.
But it's been very impressive. So you've done extremely well. So how's where's your scar? I'm not trying to look up your pants.
That's the only one that's left.
That's not so
that was
bad.
quite a deep one, but that's 4 weeks ago. The rest are all gone.
Yeah. So you want to describe what happened going up the mast exactly?
No,
or coming down, I should say.
Well, the coming down was that I've been up there for probably the best part of an hour trying to feed the. I got a shackle pin, but it was too big to really get over it, and you can't quite get to the top of the mast, and you're being bashed around all over the place. And eventually, I got it in and fed it all down. But then, me and the seat got a bit sort of parted.
Yeah. Everyone's saying, "What? You can't afford a decent bosun's chair? You're crazy."
Yeah.
That was the
So,
comments.
halfway, well, a third of the way down, the bosun's chair ended up under my armpits, and I couldn't get. So in the end, I sort of cut myself out and climbed down the halyards.
Okay.
But I mean, the problem was that it was a huge swell. So
Yeah.
and I haven't got steps on the mast,
Listen.
which would be nice. But
So you're looking good. So yes, second. That's not bad. Bit different than Lanzarote. Yeah, no, it looks good. So good to see us. Good to see you got your sea boots on.
Oh yeah, best grip.
Yeah, exactly. So big smiles. You feeling good?
Yeah, feeling good
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, everyone's having fun watching.
Yeah, I've been having fun being out there. I've been lucky.
Yeah. Especially with Tapio, that was so funny today. You were neck and neck for the last day or so. So, and tell me, we were wondering, you had a course where you took out to the east. Was that the current, or like a day ago? The current deflected and you went.
If I was really going, I was going east. You say?
Yeah, you were going east.
Yeah, I actually I jibed over
Yeah.
because I was kind of on the edge, and I was expecting a southeasterly to come through. So
Yep.
I thought rather be further south. Rather be further south than be north. If the southeast was.
Because you were sitting on a big current as well. It was a massive one.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I must have taken. Yesterday I took sight upon sight upon sight because my dead reckoning was quite out because I was definitely sitting in some currents and things there.
Yeah. You look good and the boat seems good. You're not reporting any issues, so you're happy?
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I've got no issues with the boat so far.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
And and I'm feeling good. So.
Yeah, it looks good. So now, so you're obviously happy with your position. I mean, a lot of people have been following and all that sort of stuff. This is exactly where you wanted to be, really, in touch for the Southern Ocean, eh?
Yeah. I'm enjoying the Southern Ocean. I really am, and I stopped really being too fussed about what my position is in the fleet anymore since the Canaries, because I'm having such a good time. I almost don't want it to go by too quickly. So.
Yeah. Well, there's a bit to come.
Yeah.
So how do you feel now heading down deep south and across to, towards Cape Horn? Like it's your home, but just try and express it to us.
Well, I think there's always a feeling of trepidation, anxiety heading down that way. I know I've just got the easy part behind me now, the first easy leg, but I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm looking forward to it as much as I'm anxious over it.
Yeah. So what's the story with weather reporting? Have you been getting any at all? Oh, more people, light them up. We better light them up, put it on bright. We got some revelers here. Yes, I'm not sure who they are, but they're obviously big fans.
Hey, thanks for coming out!
Japers. Okay, we won't get a close look at their bits now. I've got to turn the gimbal around. Oh, it's slowly coming. But yeah, a lot of people here following. I should pass on that as well. And Kerry from the club was disappointed she couldn't fit in the boat. We didn't have enough life jackets or something. So, and Tony and everyone in the club saying good day.
Oh, wow. Well, please tell them I say good day back.
In Barcelona, Alinghi Red Bull Racing is chasing the light winds and testing their boomless boat.
Okay, so I'm Adolfo Carrao and I'm the design coordinator for Alinghi Red Bull Racing.
So good evening. A bit of a slow start today, but you spent about 5 hours on the water.
Yes.
A few jib changes up and down the range. Everything started to come together when you got the J2 on halfway in the day.
Yeah.
Can you just tell us a bit how the day went and what the focus was on?
Yeah, well today we spent a couple hours looking for wind and we went a bit west and the wind was a bit tricky all day. It was a bit up and down, so we had to do a few jib changes. And we spent the whole day trying different techniques, settings. So you see, some things were working, some things were not working. But all in all, it was a pretty useful day, and we managed to collect a lot of data, which is good.
So you've had a few days on the new system, the new boomless system. Is it working as you expected?
Yeah, it's pretty nice, and it's nice, it's reliable, and it's doing what it should do.
So there's no going back to a boom now?
No, I hope not.
How much data are you able to gather just from this short amount of time, or do you need many more days to validate the system or improve it?
This is going to be never ending until the end of the campaign, really. But no, it's going well. We're gathering a lot of data with the new system. But in general, I mean, it's not only that. It's, as you know, all this componentry. It's coming along as we progress and the team improves. We manage to fine-tune systems, things which are very difficult to grasp from outside. But from inside, there's a lot going on.
And so you have different sailors on each side. Is it difficult to compare the data because the different sailors are sailing in different styles? You also have different foils on each side.
Yeah.
How does that affect the information?
It's a very good question. It affects a lot, and it's a big loss, and that's why we need to collect a lot of data. We are rotating sailors in order to make sure we can compare apples with apples. So that's a bit of what's going on out there. No? Changing everything is very asymmetric, and so trying to be consistent with what we're trying.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
To end this report, we feature a number of post-start videos from 4 of the superstars in this race. First, Sam Davies in her brand new Imoca Initiative Coeur, our mate Thomas Coville in his Ultims Sodebo, Armel Leclerc in the Ultim, Banque Populaire, and finally Charlie Dalen in his all-conquering Imoca, Apivia.
La première grande course pour ce Initiative Coeur. Ça fait plaisir enfin de partir et j'ai hâte d'aller découvrir avec plein de bateaux autour de nous parce que on est 38 Imoca sur cette course. Donc c'est parfait pour la découverte du bateau. Objectif sportif, faire le mieux possible et de beaucoup apprendre. Objectif humanitaire, c'est de sauver 20 enfants ou plus. Parce qu'on a déjà sauvé 10 enfants juste avec le village de départ. On contrôle un peu le matos sur le bateau, que tout est au bon endroit, les voiles sont bien rangées. On va regarder le météo pour faire un choix de voile. On a à peu près 3 jours de conditions du jour près avec pas mal de vent, et 50 nœuds et plus, et jusqu'à 7 mètres de mer. Merci pour tous ces encouragements. Le parrain du bateau, Thomas Pesquet, Nathalie Vanu, la marraine, les familles d'accueil, les bénévoles. Un énorme merci à l'équipe technique. Et ils ont fait un travail de dingue pour que je sois là et je suis prête à prendre cette départ de la Route du Rhum.
Un premier coucher de soleil de cette route du Rhum. La question c'est combien est-ce qu'il y en aura? Bonne question. Pour l'instant, j'essaie de sortir de la molle là. C'est déjà pas mal. Mais en tout cas, voilà, le départ s'est bien passé, tout va bien à bord. Allez, à bientôt. Et appliquer.
conditions sont parfaites, avec 20 nœuds de vent, beau temps, belle mer. Et l'état d'esprit est, je pense, excellent, avec la niaque. Il est vraiment serein, il est content du boulot que toute l'équipe a fait jusqu'à présent. On a préparé ça au mieux, donc je pense que tout va bien, tous les feux sont ouverts et il a hâte d'aller en découdre.
Le départ en presse, c'est pas simple parce qu'avec avec tous les cailloux qu'il y a dans le coin, le courant, plus les parcs éoliens en construction, c'est un peu miné.
Ça va être assez engagé pour Thomas, mais on le sent vraiment à fond et dans l'esprit de vraiment tout donner et en bonne intelligence.
Il nous reste à aller jusque la ligne, faire l'essai des voiles, prendre le timing et puis après, une fois que tout est prêt, que le bateau est réglé, on saute. On est content, Thomas? Ouais. On est libre là. Ok, on va à la main. Et on va aller piquer la bouée. Ok, on est à la main.
Rotation de main, ok? Rableur, ok?
C'est à 2h du matin.
Ah, c'est nickel, tout se passe bien.
Applaudissements si vous voulez, chers amis, pour Armel Leclerc. Bon conducteur.
Tire léger, Doudou, tire léger.
Merci les gars.
Merci les gars. Salut Mel. Ciao. Allez les gars, merci. Ouais. Allez, ciao.
Fais attention à toi mon petit mec.
Cinq, 4, 3, 2, 1, départ!